Yeah. Um, I think I'm done talking to you. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I don't like I don't like being such a mean, nasty bitch. I don't like the person I'm becoming since I've started corresponding with you because you're such a disappointment and it's making me disappointed in myself. I mean, you're never going to be the man I keep hoping you will be. And um take public responsibility for violating human rights in a court of law, in a United States government court of law, not some sham court of law held by your little cult. So yeah, I don't like I've never been so nasty before. I I started talking to you. It's just a huge it's making me not like myself. And so I'll continue to speak about you in my videos, explaining the cult and your actions. But I think I'm going to. I'm done speaking to you. Yeah. Barring some kind of miracle where you actually become a man and have integrity and do the right thing, do the just thing by your victims, and go sit in prison. You know what? Then I'll talk to you through prison bars when I'm coming to visit you, doing whatever time that you're doing there. I'll bring you cookies and I'll talk to you. But I don't think I want to talk to you anymore. I don't like being so mean. So, yeah. Um, you mentioned in the camel video, something about makes you wonder what they're looking for in a guy or in a mate. Obviously, I'm looking for an intelligence to match mine, which can be hard to find. It makes me feel very alone. Which might just be the biggest draw I have to you. But unfortunately, the trend I've noticed is when the guy is as intelligent as myself, or more so, he's evil. he's a narcissist. And though, that is unfortunately, there are other qualities that I insist upon besides just being intelligent. Being a man of integrity, being a real man and taking responsibility for yourself and taking your lashings, taking your comeuppance, upholding justice, upholding human rights, upholding the laws when they are just laws. And the law against adults having sexual intercourse with children is a just law because it is rape. Because children are too young to consent. So if you've ever had any kind of a sexual contact with a child while you're an adult, particularly if those children are under your guardianship, then you've acted immorally and illegally, and you should hold yourself accountable and turn yourself in. And again, I don't think that miracle will come, And I do insist on that, on those qualities in a man. And it's just, maybe it's just a pipe dream. Maybe that dude does not exist. Really smart, intelligent, with integrity. Where are those? Where are they? Sounds like I'm describing a unicorn. It's just the whole being in love with you thing. I think it's just it's just the side of me that's like, I don't know for sure. I still don't know for sure, because you still haven't really given me a straight answer, yes or no, if I'm correct about you being inappropriate with children. And you can say yes or no in your riddles and your videos all you want, but I can't trust those responses because I just don't know for sure. I won't know for sure unless, you actually say, Kat, you're correct about my having sex with children. Or, Kat, you're incorrect about my having sex with children. Those are the only two responses that I can accept. Anything else, it's like you could just say, well, I was not answering your, I was just saying yes or no in regards to a stupid animal in my video. It's not my fault if you inferred that was a response to your question and blah, blah, blah. It's like, again, like I can't accept any response other than something that is absolutely straightforward, clear cut, to the point, candid response. So because I'm a good person, I have this side of me that wants you to be a good person too, and is just giving you the benefit of the doubt and keeps going, what, maybe you're wrong. And if you are wrong, he actually would be a pretty cool guy. He would actually be somebody you might fall in love with. But more and more, the way you have been acting and responding and or not responding to certain things, it's making me think, even if I am wrong about you and kids, you're not a good person. Like, you saw over this past year, I was not doing well. I was spiraling. I was questioning everything, all of existence and God and everything. I think you knew better than most people on the planet what I was going through. And you, better than most, would have been able to help me and clear things up for me and give me some peace of mind and some understanding. And after you pretended to give a shit about me and say, join us and stuff, you just kind of sat back and let me suffer. And knowing that it could have led to a suicide even, and you just didn't care. So you're not a good person, one way or the other. I'm starting to come to that conclusion. You're just not a good person. You're not someone who deserves my respect or my trust, and you're not somebody who deserves to have really any kind of relationship with me, friendship or otherwise. You haven't earned it in any way. You've been negging me. You've just been manipulative and just a scam artist, really. And yeah, I don't think you deserve to have me speak to you anymore. And you don't deserve to have me destroy the goodness in me and just become a nasty bitch because of you. You don't deserve that either. So I'm going to try very hard to keep my analysis of you and your cult more scientific and less emotional. And I'm going to stop addressing you personally. All right? And I mean, like, also, how can you blame me? I mean, you cultivated an image of yourself as being this charming, hunky guy in your first 2 video series. Like, that was on purpose. You wanted certain responses from your audience. So it's like, Stop acting like it's so weird that I might find you attractive, not just physically, but like as a person. If I'm wrong about you having sex with kids, and maybe a few other things, but at this point, I just more and more as we go along, I think I'm right. The side of me that's fighting for you, that's saying like, no, you're wrong, he's not doing that, is starting to kind of turn its face to the floor and sit down and go like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. I think maybe he might be up to what you think he's up to. So I'm just gonna shut up now and stop protesting. Yeah. I hope those kids get away from you. I was of the opinion, and this is kind of explains, I think, not I think, I know, to some degree, it explains why I said what I said last March. I worry that the only way for those kids to get away from you is in death. But I hope that's not the case. I hope they are able to get away from you and get their dignity back and sit in a courtroom and point a finger at you and say he did this to me, and get their sense of humanity back, being a human being instead of being a victim. And the more fucked up thing is, like, I keep wondering, it's very possible that your family teaches, like, this is totally normal. When our daddy-daughter time is normal. That they might not even realize how fucked up it is, what's happening to them. That's even more sick. Like, so I hope one day before their childhood is over, that they get to actually have a childhood where they're actual children and they're not being brainwashed into thinking that gratifying their parents sexually is normal or acceptable, or being part of a cult family unit and network of people who worship the devil and commit incest, that's normal. It's not normal, and it's not acceptable. I hope your children come to realize that before it's too late for them, before they are no longer children. Anyway, all right, I'm going to stop rambling, and goodbye, Zay.